Well, for the final time, Philip Lowe will address the public in what will be his final speech today. Joining us live now is Chief Market Strategist at InvestSmart, Evan Lucas. Evan, good morning. So what do you expect his titled closing remarks would be today?
Look, I wish it was something controversial for you, Pete, but it's unlikely. It's more going to be just sort of a passing wrap up of what's happened over his 7-year tenure and his 38 years at bank. I think that's what it is. I'm going to say something controversial for you, though, and that is that I think what's starting to become sort of clearer and will only get clearer over the years is that the current judgment of Philip Lowe will probably ease, and he will probably go down against his peers as being one of the better handlers of the last 4 years. I know that's a really controversial thing to say.
I don't think it is. I don't think it is, and I'll say this because, I mean, like that comment, the 2024 comment ruined him, right? I mean, but since then, I mean, he did his job and he's got inflation towards where he needs to get it. So in that sense, he's done well.
Well, not only that, I'd probably point out that if you look at the Bank of New Zealand, so the RBNZ, if you look at what's going on at the Bank of Canada and the Bank of England, they have gone so much harder, so much faster on rates in both directions. New Zealand's the one to really look here. I mean, they are in recession. They have a housing crisis worse than we do, and they have an interest rate at the moment over there that sits at about 5.25%, which means Kiwis are paying just over 7.5% at the back end, up to as high as 9%. Canada is more about 8% for a household, and in the UK, it's almost touching 10% for a mortgage. Their inflation in the UK and over in Canada is falling quite rapidly, but they have issues. So he's gone much slower. He's been much more steady in the way he's done it. So the controversial comment is that, yes, if you look during COVID, he did the right thing. If you look at what he's done now, yes, it feels wrong. But if you look at the way the economy is moving and the slow creep back to a soft landing, he might be judged better than he has been right now.
I mean, the problem is the folks who overindulged in their mortgages when he said, rates would remain low until 2024, they're the people who
forever lambast him, and his communication has been a problem. And look, let's not get away from that. There is no doubt that is part of what the review has been put out there. But as I said, his closing remarks today will be a bit of a sort of a speech to close up his time as not just governor, but also his time at the board. And then it will be around, the outlook and what we can expect from the new governor in Michelle Bullock, who, I'll be honest with you, is probably going to be a bit of the same, considering she's been there for 29 years and has been his deputy for the full 7 he's been there.
Okay, at least she's got a task now that's probably easier than it was, say, a month or two ago. Hey, good to see you, Evan. Thank you.